What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of This is the Police. Oh my god, it opened up the... Why did my options menu open up at the... See, this is just unprofessional. I dread this game. Like, legitimately, this game is fun. But every time I have to record it now, I'm just like... So, you have to have a little insight into me. Being blamed for things that are not my fault. Some people can just shrug that off. I'm not that guy. I internalize that and I get very, very angry. And so this game can elicit that kind of emotion from me because it's not my fault. It's all the mayor's fault and nobody seems to notice. And I just keep getting shit on just over and over and over again. And so anyways, this is our first shift where we have all of our craptastic officers. This could be a day. This could be a definite day. Let's start it off and see how it goes. We messed up an investigation yesterday too, so I think I'm probably gonna get in trouble. If I don't get bitched out today, I'd be really surprised. Your friends sent you the share from the sale of pharmaceuticals. $850 slanging those Xanny bars. I will take it all. Ain't nobody getting shared with. We have a serial murder over here. I suppose we'll put mole and bowling on it. I don't really want to put bowling on it. I feel like she probably worships Mao Zedong or something. It's just the outfit. It's just the outfit. She looks like she's going to meet the dear leader. Like, I don't know why she decided on that outfit, but that's what she decided on. 21-year-old Allison Bell, City Hall intern, was brutally murdered at her apartment. You have to send 2 officers. All right. Send the detectives over. See if we can get them to detect. If it is possible for them. You know, I'm not really sure why I paid the 25 grand for the alibi against the church. It seemed like I got in trouble either way, and I took a fat penalty either way, so you might as well just eat the hit and just take it like a man, you know what I mean, and not lose the $25,000. An assault. An obese man found himself stuck in an elevator. When the people attempted to help him out, he lashed out and began to strangle one of them. This is the 3rd time I've been late to work, and it's all because of this fucking elevator. Alright, send some cops over. I shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of funny. That's probably why he wants to strangle people right there. That's probably why he's so fascinated with strangulation, is because he got that. We got frames found for the serial murder. Yeah, but they're all just like one frame. What? Detective Bowling fell into a violent trap set by the dentist and was declared dead on scene. Mr. Boyd, after the needless death of Detective Bowling, the guys had a quick word and we decided we can't keep going on assignments like this without SWAT support. Hello, Jack. I suspect you don't like the dentist nickname any more than I do, but let's just say that's who I am and get down to business. Take a good look at the postcard I sent you. It points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues, keep on the trail. Let's just say there's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me, but don't dare share this clue with the feds, or the trail will go cold, I promise you, and hurry. If you don't figure out the right place in the next 24 hours, I will destroy all of the evidence and walk away. Well, can I see it a little bit larger? Hello, Jack. Oh, he wrote on it. Okay, that makes sense. Points to a place where I hid something. Follow the clues, keep on the trail. There's a reason I'm giving you a chance to catch me, but don't share it with the feds. Okay. Like, do I have to click on the thing that it points out? Or does, like, how do I act on this? That's my question, is like, if I know what it leads to, how do I make that happen? Like, the game doesn't know what I discern inside my brain, so... You know, that detective dying actually works out pretty well. Chief, you've gotten yourself into a dangerous game and you can't win without evidence on the dentist. You hold in your hand a key to what happened to the victims. Apparently we shared. Look closely at the image on the card. It will help you figure out where the evidence is hidden. Send your detectives, but don't go around blindly guessing. I doubt you have all the resources to go to all the possible places in time. Ah. Wow, there's stuff everywhere. Let me... Oh, we can't declare him dead till the end of the day. Okay, that's a little weak. Oh, I should have waited. See, but every time I wait, I don't get new officers. And every time I do wait... Oh, every time I wait, I don't get officers. And every time I don't wait, I do get officers. I feel the game is watching me. The game is watching me. It's a very frustrating situation to be in for me. Can you guys go on shift? I don't really have anybody else to send any of this stuff. So, Papa Carl's Pizza. Dennis may have hidden evidence there with the murder about Allison Bell. Serial murder. Holy House Pizza. We got a residential thing over here with an attempted murder. Send Buca Rican song. And hope we don't end up with too much going on. The double olive pizza that Dennis may have hidden. Okay, so it says the same thing. I don't have two guys anymore, so... You killed my only detective. How... This game does not seem terribly balanced, in all honesty. Like, they kill off one of your officers, and then they expect you to have two officers left to go. Like, I just don't understand. Let me hire in the middle of the day, and I could make this happen, but it's like... So frustrating. Assault is fine. We got frames. Got no evidence. Got no nothing. So this appears to be some kind of independent thing. I really don't know what they want me to do. I don't have any detectives, so I can't send them. The Sophocles Theater of Drama. Mr. Boyd, nah, he wants me to pay. My attempts to raise the ratings just for all failed, and I was let go. But I'm going to launch a new TV project, this time about the harsh everyday life of ordinary police officers. For the pilot episode, I need 2 cops who we can ride around with for several hours. Go around the city in the police car and record various real-life stories. Your officers will be awarded $300, and you'll get a more impressive bonus. Nope. Sorry, don't care about your bullshit for $300. Come back when you've got real man money. We're good right there. Jack Officer Aquino somehow learned about the postcard from the dentist. He's up in arms that you've been suppressing evidence. He demanded that I take action immediately, or he's taking this directly to the prosecutor's office. I convinced him to sit on it for a couple more days, but we have to do something fast. Let's see. Freeburg Birth Control Union. 3 people died in a blaze at the Freeburg Birth Control Union Women's Center. Sure. Send somebody over. The only person we have, coincidentally. I think I need to move some shit around, though. So at the station, we got 4 over here. I need to put other detectives on Shift B. Otherwise, they're just not going to be helpful. I mean, I guess I keep them on A for now. Assuming that I actually get 24 hours. My guess is at the beginning of tomorrow, he's going to get rid of the evidence, though. At 7 a.m. Even though the call came through at like 8 o'clock or something like that. I don't know. It's just so frustrating. This stuff happens consistently with this game, like over and over and over again, where... Yeah, declare her dead and get me another... Give me another detective. I'm not trying to... Not trying to claim her benefits or anything, but I need people on the shift. I need people on the squad ready to go. God. This game is a mess. I mean, like, the game itself is a mess. I mean, the things you have to do in this game in order to get by are a mess. You got fraud. A bank employee says a suspicious man came into the bank. He's obviously trying to cash a forged check. The cashier also says that the man is hiding something under his jacket. What is this one? Michael Gibson was only away from the vegetable shop for 2 minutes and somebody managed to steal a big cart filled with watermelons. Wassermelons. I bought that hauler a month ago. Bright orange, easy to spot. Thing almost weighs 500 pounds. They can't have gotten far. Take a couple officers with you. Numata and Buca Rica off on that one. That leaves us with Song and Class, which is not much. But hopefully things stay chill for right now. My guess is that for the investigation, it's for Holy House. Looks like there's a house with a bunch of angels. So I'm thinking it's Holy House Pizza. That's the only one that seems to line up. But we're not going because we don't have enough detectives, so that's fun. It'd be cool if in the middle of the shift you can do what you can actually do at jobs and call people in and be like, hey, you want to pick up a shift today? And maybe they would lose like double energy or something. I don't know. It'd be nice if you could do that, though, and they would just come to work after like an hour. I would assume with law enforcement, there's got to be some kind of... With law enforcement, if your department calls and is like, yeah, we're down like 3 people, you need to come in. My guess is that it's really non-negotiable, considering it's law enforcement. Across the market, there's elderly couples rolling a big blue cart filled with fruit that look like watermelons. Continue the search. Around the farmer's market, there are 3 of them. One of them is orange, filled with watermelons. 3 women are carrying something over to a small truck. Wait until somebody goes to the cart. I was going to say, you don't want to arrest the wrong person. He's going to create a big old debacle for yourself. The suspect is sitting in a chair, obviously very nervous. He grows agitated when he sees the police and starts banging his foot on the floor. Let's watch him. He jumps up and grabs a woman standing next to him, puts a huge knife to her throat. He knows the police are here for him. I know it's not your fault. Let's just go down to the station and talk about it. I don't know. Did he cut her head off or anything? Alright. Looked like he was wielding quite the large machete. Let's see. Trespassing. Bill Buckler said that there's no more than 20 cultists have taken up a residence on his farm. They claim that the house and the surrounding acreage belong to them. The Lord has given us this land for our suffering. According to... Okay, their arms. We're going to have to wait on that one until we get back up. Can send somebody else to help with it, but... Gonna have to give it some time. I was gonna send 1 or 2 people out until I read that they were armed. Once it said that they were armed, I was like, that's a little concerning. You guys go out, take the paddy wagon with you. There's 20 men there. I would have preferred to have sent SWAT, but it didn't look like it was an option. See, they're moving this time. I wonder what determines the drive speed, because sometimes it seems like they go hella fast, and other times it seems like they take their sweet-ass time. Here comes the call for backup. Oh, they got him. Well, that's good. See, you know, I was over here being all negative. I was expecting things not to work out. So with this investigation, I was about to go home. So this is from Miss Ayers, a nurse. I was about to go home when the building suddenly lost power and got really quiet. Then I heard a muffled noise like a little clap from just down the street. The building had about 10 employees. I didn't notice the smoke at first, but when I saw the fire, I started to yell, but it was too late. Some people just didn't make it out. Sylvia James, they had to change the size of the font for this kid. At the time of the tragedy, I should have already been home. I was leaving and ran into Ronald Sherman on the street. He's the ex-husband of one of our patients who decided not to have her child after she consulted with the Freeburg Birth Control Union. After that, Mr. Sherman openly quarreled with his wife. I understand he beat her and later they divorced. Since then, he's come to our offices several times, and on the evening of the fire, he was standing across the road wearing a large backpack. He made a point of walking past me, and he muttered something in the spirit of burn in hell, bitch. I thought how close I already was to hell if people could wear such ugly red sweaters. Huh? Alright, so a man in a red sweater. Let's see. Sean Galaviz, fire inspector. The fire started with a small plastic canister filled with accelerant which was thrown from the street through an open window. When the fire began, the building was already without power, which interfered with the usual evacuation plan. Damage to the external cables showed that they were not cut, but simply pulled from the wall by force. So he probably walks past the lady, lights the thing, throws it in, and then right here we need the... video of him pulling, or we need the picture of him pulling the cables out. I'm surprised they came back from that one. 20 armed men. That's a lot of armed men. I'd be going out there with some MP5s or something, so at least you like spray the crowd if they all decide to rush you at the same time. Start getting them with a couple of those like just start putting a couple rounds into each of them. But how many are you going to get, you know, before they run up on you? It's like that zombie apocalypse problem. So Bowling is dead.
So I went downstairs figuring I'd find some mercenary or an escaped serial killer or some other lowlife I'd put away, right? But when I hit the lights, I saw a young kid. Couldn't have been 20. Skinny, dirty. Didn't even have a real weapon, just a rusty shiv. He just stood there, didn't say anything. My whole career, I've been staring down the most dangerous people in the country, and the only one to get into my house and scare my family to death was just some kid about to crap his pants. And I pointed my gun at him, and he just stood there with his mouth open.
Bad luck for him.
He was pretty lucky to still be alive. And you know what? It was you that saved him.
I think you have me confused with somebody else, Ethan.
No. Listen. All these years, me and Marla joked about how dangerous my job is. We figured that sooner or later someone would sneak into our house and cut us to pieces, yeah? Pretty dark jokes, but innocent enough. And Marla asks me not to jump into gunfights when she kisses me on the cheek before I leave for work. It's like we figured that if we joke about stuff like that, then it'll never actually happen. But, while I trained my gun at the kid's nose, I finally realized someone really can get into our house. Someone really can cut us to pieces. Now that it finally happened, I can't make any more jokes like that. Marla won't laugh anymore. She'll burst into tears and stay in bed all day crying, hating me more and more every second. So I figured the only way out of the situation was to show her that if someone really does dare to break into our house, he's guaranteed to get a bullet in the face. He'll die right there on the living room carpet.
God, Ethan, didn't know you were so bloodthirsty.
I'm telling you, Jack, I was serious about shooting this kid right there where he stood. I was about to pull the trigger. But then I remembered you. Remembered 1,000 years ago, we went to the lake and had some beers after an ethics lecture at the academy. I was all angry with that professor, Laszlo, yeah. Remember what he always told us? Being a good policeman is very simple. You just need to keep doing the right thing. I hated those pretentious speeches. I cussed Laszlo up and down and said, if you always do what's right, you've turned yourself into a robot. And you just sat there, drunk eyes staring into the distance. And you were all calm and said, no, Ethan, it's the other way around. To do the right thing takes everything you got as a human.
I said that. Oh, what an idiot I was.
Come on, Jack, it's not funny. When things get bad, it's those moments you gotta be hopeful and stay human. And I did just like you said. I stayed human. And then I slapped the cuffs on the kid in one quick move, just like Bobby Flash.
Bobby Flash?
What? You don't remember Evening Freeburg, the old news column? Stories about the cop hero Bobby Flash? I heard they even published a book a few years ago.
Oh, that Bobby Flash.
Yeah, that Bobby Flash. How can you not remember Bobby Flash? We all argued at junior high about which one of us would be Bobby Flash when he grows up. Oh, I'm no Bobby Flash. A hero cop would never think about shooting a terrified teenager. But wait a minute. If I'm not Bobby Flash, then maybe you are.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't think our guy's a hero. We've turned 70 grand in like 3 weeks of work, just like selling out our department. City Hall intern found dead in apartment. Freeburg housing construction affordable. 21-year-old Allison Bell is the victim of a brutal murder. Oh, cool. We're apparently on good terms with everybody now. I don't know. Let's go to work. So we got detectives today. We should be able to make something happen. I miss sweet Ginger Green. I can't get into the proper policing mood without Ginger Green. Alright, so we got Holy House Pizza. Let's send over Davenport, Beasley, and SWAT. Mafia sent over my share of jewelry. I'm going to take it all. Let's see here. As Freeburg police failed to detect the appearance of a famous serial killer in the city, it's become clear that your detectives simply aren't up to the challenge. You have 7 days to fully update your detective roster. Find some smart young faces and those other assholes working for you. Keep them as far away from the police station as possible. Well, can you be more specific? I'm not firing people that have like 700 points in detective work. I'm sorry, it's simply not happening. I don't care what you tell me to do, I'm just not gonna do it. You're an asshole who doesn't understand how this works, you know? Like, an old man complained that a suspicious guy was lurking around his apartment building. He doesn't live here and I know the faces of all my neighbors. This guy is selling drugs. Doubtful. Take some people over there. We'll go have a look, but I don't think it's going to be anything substantial. You have discovered evidence which was hidden by the dentist. So it's a scrap of cloth. The frames we have, it looks like that color matches the jacket right there. Some nice work, detectives. I don't think they get any kind of bonus from doing that. Doesn't look like they get anything. Deputy, can you do anything new? I need a new snitch. Yeah, give me a snitch. Make Gist do it. He's in and everybody likes him and he's got high skill points. I haven't had a snitch in a while. I think my last snitch got killed or fired or quit or something. Guy didn't have any drugs. He was just waiting on his girlfriend who hadn't answered his calls since they quarreled. That's what I figured. It sounded like a false alarm. There's like a vagueness to some of the calls that really tips you off that it might be a false alarm. It's been once or twice where the vagueness has worked against me, and it's actually been like a thing that I should have responded to. But in most cases, it's not too hard to figure out. Man, we used up SWAT for that. That sucks. Kind of a weirdly quiet day, Jinx. What's the sound of me knocking on wood? Okay, knocking on plasterboard. Let's see. Assault with a deadly weapon. A man attacked a salesgirl at the flower shop when she refused to give him a bouquet of roses on credit. Eyewitnesses report that the man struck the poor girl with a pistol and started to choke her with some packing tape. All the while, he kept yelling, "I just want to be treated like a human." Send Robbins, send Grant, and send Racha. Should be quick and easy. Robbins and Grant could take it themselves, but I'm trying to include the new guys in some of the calls, kind of get them mentored up. So if they can get to like 250, 300, and that's when I really start to trust them with things. Assault with a deadly weapon. Everything's good. They get better at their jobs. And life goes on. That's really an unfair request from City Hall. Like, seriously, that's a nasty request. Like, look at the personnel we'd be losing. He wants us to fire. We have people with commendations and everything. Like, the shifts are... I don't know. I might have Luckett move to B. Like, he'll stay on for right now, but... As far as my investigations go, I've got the arson over here. I'd like to put some detectives on it. I've got Luckett going to B. Let's put Mosier, Davenport... Ames is at home right now, and she's only got 1 energy, so we can't put her on it. We could put everybody else on it, and hopefully we'll dig out some new frames by the end of the day. I mean, I realize it's already been an entire day. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. An armed man wearing what looks like an explosive vest is standing next to an attraction at the ice arena demanding that dangerous stuff be dismantled and removed right away. Park visitors and their children are trapped on the Ferris wheel, and the offender is refusing to let them leave. Alright, hit him with the whoop whoop. Kind of wish we had SWAT with us. That would make this easier, but you can only use SWAT once a day, so... I should probably get the SWAT upgrade. We're starting to get to the point where it looks like we're going to need SWAT like multiple times a day. We got him. Surprisingly enough. There's an abduction over here. Felipe Santos said that his former business partner, together with 3 armed accomplices, broke into his house and demanded money. Santos couldn't pay. He keeps all the cash in the bank, so they kidnapped the man's wife and their infant and took them to an abandoned house on the outskirts of the suburb. They ordered him to return with the money within 3 hours. His name is Rafael Souza. We created the company 3 years ago. Business was lousy, so he blackmailed me after the first year and forced me to buy him out for a huge sum of money. Now he's found out that the business turned around and he wants even more. All he wants is more. All he wants is more. Alright, so we got a homicide over here. Let's see. Motel manager saw somebody dragging a limp body from the room. Now they're tearing the room apart, obviously looking for something. Let's respond to this one. I need solid-ass officers on this one. And then for this guy right here, we'll send Robbins and Racha and just hope for the best. And that's everybody out on call. Hopefully the night doesn't get too wild and crazy. We have new frames. Opening the investigation. There it is. We knew that one would be simple enough. Ronald Sherman, the former spouse of Freebird Birth Control client who blames the center for destroying his family. Okay, we'll send people out to get him tomorrow. Man with a gun in his hand is smoking on the porch of the abandoned house. Go around to the back. Music inside the house starts pumping loudly. 3 armed men are sitting at the table playing cards. And in the corner, there's a frightened woman with a child. Pull the cord and, I don't know, I just opened fire on him. Then again, I would be a bad cop. I'd just be like, bang, 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 bang. I mean, the best thing you could do, 90% of fights I've ever seen are won by the sucker punch. And I would assume that the principle still stands for gunfights. If they don't know you're there and you get to open fire first before they run into cover and start doing crazy shit, solve this thing quick. Shit, that's unfortunate. There's people shining flashlights inside the room. The voices of perpetrators are raised. Draw weapons, secure the room. Criminals are confused. One has a knife, the rest have flashlights, and there's a body on the floor covered in stab wounds. Shoot the man holding the knife. Bang, 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 bang. I can't take any more chances. We already lost somebody today. And if they get back before the end of the day, I'll try to send them out. That sucks. I didn't want to lose Anderson. Anderson was just starting to get good. Like, she wasn't a good officer, but she was starting to get there, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate that 30 points away from being actually useful to me, she wound up dead. Yeah, declare her dead. I need new officers to replace her. Alright, this is the police. I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming to the, I almost said the stream for some reason. Thanks for coming to the channel and checking it out. We'll see you all later. Hi to everybody.